It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And the clock ticking down to tip off. Kenny, you won 2 championships, might I remind you, back to back. Explain to us the makeup of a champion.
Well,
and not the makeup you're wearing right now.
I never.
But the makeup of a championship team.
However, number one is the belief. You have to believe.
Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Look at Indiana. They're down in 10th place in the East.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You know, you're right on point with that, Clark. I mean, the team chemistry does come into question. You have to wonder whether or not the players have started to tune the coaches out. So they just look completely disjointed out on the floor.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, the mayor is out there with Ellis. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Miller. And it's Rain Man in at the 4 spot. On defense, Philadelphia. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
Indiana shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one falls for Monte Ellis. Here's Speedy. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket. And a lot of fearless players on this roster.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's the mayor. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. This is to Ellis. Down low. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist from Monte Ellis.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Earlier I spoke with Frank Vogel. One of the most important things he wants his team to do defensively in this game is to maintain pressure on them on the perimeter and not allow them to get into any rhythm or flow in their long-range shooting game. We'll see how disruptive they are, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots. Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Here's Speedy. Cannot hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Ellis, the pass to the main. It's stolen. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Pushes it down to finish the break.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Here's Rain Man. Pulls up from the corner. Jump shot is good. Rain Man's got his first 2 points.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
It's deflected, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes on the bottom 76ers retain possession. George against Miller. Pulls up.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Hibbert with the screen. Out to Miller. Fires the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's the quick. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Embiid with the screen on Ellis. Clock at 6. Here's Oubre. Brings it from 9 feet away. Oubre's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's the mayor. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. The drive by Ellis. Pass to the mayor. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. The mayor's got 5 points so far.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
To the right side. Embiid wide open and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's the mayor. He's got 5. The dish to Ellis. Kept alive. Rain Man misses from close range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Offensive rebound.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's the mayor. Hibbert with the screen. Ellis outside for 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here is George. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Speedy. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the miss by Monte Ellis.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Hibbert hits the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
The mayor passes to Rainman. Can't get it to go. And Philadelphia the other way now. And George, here we go. Good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Ellis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Now here's Ellis. He has 6, 4 on the shot clock. Here's the Mayor. And Embiid pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
George, no good. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the miss by Monte Ellis. Oubre, no one around him. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Indiana leading by 7. The Mayor passes to Hibbert. There's the pick. Kicks it to Ellis. Here's the Mayor. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's 10 points for the Mayor.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. Take a look now at some stats for the Quick. How last month turned out for him, averaging 12 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his outfit. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Okafor's checked in. Nerlens Noel comes in for Oubre. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for George. And Gordon's up in for the Quick.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
He had a nice open look right there. Red Hot's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though? What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Henson with the screen. They set the pick. Here's Big Cat. And Indiana, another 3.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here's Okafor. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Speedy, and it's blocked.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now the pass to Big Cat. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Miller against Batum. Miller, no up.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Off on the layup.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Red Hot. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's the floater. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The quick, he's checked in for Philadelphia. In Indiana with a change here, too. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Miller. Artest on the way. He's covered by Noel. Henson with the screen. Here's Big Cat. Second shot opportunity. And stolen by Noel. Batum dishes to Gordon. Back to Batum. Here's the quick. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Noel. Steps back and shoots. That one wide left.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Sinks the triple. 6 points for Big Cat.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Here's the quick. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Quick. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. That one misses. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Indiana out in front as they end the first quarter with a 13-5 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Paul George is out there with Batum. Then there's Gordon. Then there's the quick. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And the 76ers making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And that one's good, Ellis.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's Oubre. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. There's a good screen. Hits the front of the rim and out. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 17, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Speedy's checked in for Gordon. Rain Man's checked in for Indiana.
Rain Man.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Uncovered. Indiana again missing.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Speedy the pass to George. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for a man. Oh, man, was that
fun.
And
no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect. Plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid. Here's Speedy, covered by Miller. Here's Speedy. He has 6. And Miller with the block. Passes it to Red Hot. Fires for 3. And he gets it to go. Red Hot's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. In his one season at Kansas, he battled both back and knee injury. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Here's the mayor. He's got 12. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And talking about Joel Embiid, there are some who feel the Sixers targeted guys in the draft last year who couldn't help them win games. One wonders at what point does it become anti-competitive.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Paul George. Red Hot, he's checked in for Indiana. Big Cat comes in for the mayor. Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Red Hot. 10 points for him. They set the pick. Henson with the screen. Here's Red Hot. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. Red Hot's got 7 points for the quarter.
And for Noel, I really think he took off in the back half of the season. Up to scoring, his shooting percentage, and his rebounding. You can see him getting better almost every game.
Outside Gordon. Shoots from 14, and he can't bank that one in. Indiana leading by 15. Red Hot the pass to Artest. Okafor grabs the miss.
And by the end of the season last year, Noel was completely different as a player. Always a defensive force in the league. His development is probably going faster than many expected.
Noel sets a screen for Gordon. A second chance effort. And Noel lays it up and in. Noel's got 7 points in the game.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
There's Miller with the 3. Here's Henson. Makes it off the glass. Henson's got his second basket.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Okafor, and here's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second-chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh, man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Red Hot. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Big Cat. 10 points for him. Indiana again missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
On the court for Indiana. They've got Red Hot. Big Cat out there with Red Hot. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Rain Man in at the center position. Okafor comes in with the double team. Nobody near Barnes. Indiana again missing. The 76ers trail by 17. Pass to Batum. Puts up a 3. The shot no good. And Indiana will come the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Red Hot buries the long-range jumper. Red Hot's got 21.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And George kicks to Batum. He feeds it to Gordon. Picked by Okafor. Shot clock at 5. Back to Batum. Here's George. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Here's Red Hot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Speedy. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Take a look at what Speedy's done. He has 8 points and 7 assists. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Red Hot. He's got 21. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Artest missing. The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Speedy on the wing, Batum. The good-looking shot from the wing. Batum's got his first basket. Here's Red Hot. To the middle. Here's Rain Man. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And Indiana leads by 16.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. The quick comes in for Gordon. And Indiana with the change here, too. Ellis is checked in. Barnes dishes to Artest. Shoots the three. That doesn't go either for Artest. Feeds to George. Fires from deep. Good. George has got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the 76ers.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Artest, good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The quick. Here's Embiid. And it's going to be two. Embiid comes with a double team. Here's Red Hot, defended by George. Screen by Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Big Cat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Speedy's checked in for Philadelphia. Indiana also making some changes. Hibbert comes in for Red Hot. And Rainman subbed in for Monte Ellis. Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's the quick. Then there's Speedy. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Now George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Pass to the quick. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
What a tremendous